Well, speaking of this, seems like it was the week of this because your guy Katt Williams went on a rant like no other when he dissed Tiffany Haddish. He dissed
Hold
Lil
up,
Rel.
they made up, right? They all cool now, right?
Well, hold on. He dissed Tiffany Haddish, Lil Rel. He dissed what's my man name? Who had the show? I can't remember his name right now. My memory is trash. But yeah, I don't know so much if they made up. They both picked up their Emmys, and there was a photo of him bowing down to Tiffany. But your boy Kevin Hart came in on the fact, like really going hard at your man Katt about who did you bring up in this game and being better. And
He's from Philly now.
so what you think about, you think Kevin finally had enough?
I mean, Kevin is from Philly now.
I mean, because Kevin has been having criticism. Other comedians been dissing him and all that stuff. You think he just reached his limit because him and Tiffany are close?
Yeah, I mean, when it's something he feels strongly about, Kevin ain't no punk. I mean, he may be one of the shortest guys in the world, but I mean, he ain't no punk. So I mean, he speak his mind and he gets serious when he need to get serious. So I mean, I'm not surprised.
No, I'm not surprised at all. I'm just, Katt Williams was saying a lot of things that was just untrue. Like, his what do you say? The Pimp Chronicles sold 2.4 million.
Mm-hmm.
Then that was incorrect. And like, he was talking about how like, he got on Netflix because XYZ. Like he was saying a lot of things that just wasn't true, but he was saying it like they were. And it kind of shows you how the internet works or how people just say things with just, they say a lie like a bold-faced lie, just, like it's nothing. Like Donald Trump.
Fluently.
Yeah, like Donald Trump. They just say it with a straight face.
And you're just supposed to believe it.
Yeah, but I always question, like, who's that really on? Is that on the liar or us for not fact-checking them? Like, not researching that? Because when he said that, I saw a whole lot of people at first that was like, I mean, he's right. Da-da-da. Then when he got fact-checked about his incorrect things that he was saying, it was like silence. But you're supposed to fact-check. Like, you're supposed to be checking these things out, You can't just go around saying this stuff. How you going to say Tiffany Haddish? First of all, he said she hasn't paid her dues, and she has an HBO show. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, it was Showtime, but it was called She Ready.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she had a comedy show. Like, so him talking about, like, she hasn't paid her dues and she hasn't been doing that. She's been doing her work for since, like, the late 90s. Putting her work for a minute.
Yeah, she's been out for a while.
But we also saw Kevin was saying, you were that guy. You were in that position. He said Mike Epps,
and
too.
didn't put on your guys.
He said about Mike Epps, too, like, you guys chose drugs instead of choosing your career. Like, you didn't show up. You made yourself the bad person. So you think there's some truth to that? Or was Katt Williams correct about saying Hollywood only wants a certain type? So they only going to let a certain type of person through the door?
They want a certain type of person that's going to show up on time and be accountable.
Yeah?
He was accountable. I mean, Kev's about his business, and Katt had his rants, his drug use, his lockups, his...
I didn't know that we finally found out. I mean, we didn't. I'm not saying this like a shocker or nothing like that, but was he ever arrested for drugs? Did we ever see? Or we just always just knew by the way he was acting?
He was just getting locked up in jail. We always knew.
Yeah.
Something was in the weed. As Martin said, what has the dope man sold me? What has the dope man sold me?
And I don't understand how you criticize Tiffany Haddish for reinforcing a negative stereotype when you've been playing the pimp for since I was in college.
Yeah.
Like I don't care where Katt Williams is, he's a pimp. You know what I mean? Whether his hair is luxurious or he's looking like whatever, he's a pimp. But he just won an Emmy for being in the episode of Atlanta. I mean, that's a big deal. And I saw that episode of Atlanta. He was really, really good in it. I mean, this is the time for him to kind of like be back in the spotlight, and maybe you can show up on time now.
Yeah,
if that's the truth.
Time. Be accountable.
Yeah, and be accountable. But coming at Tiffany Haddish is kind of like wrong. It seems like people like you on your way up, but it's like now
when you get there, they don't want you there.
Yeah, they don't want you there, And I think the critique, if you're going to criticize someone, but some of the stuff is just straight hating on Tiffany. Like, she just got started, and you wanted to go away already? I never understood the concept of when people are like, yo, I'm tired of this person winning. I'm tired of this team winning. Mm-hmm. I want them to go. I want somebody new to win. And I'm like, that's stupid to me. I don't care if the Lakers win 5 straight times. I want them to keep winning. I want Golden State Warriors to keep winning until somebody beat them. To me, it makes that win. But I don't want them just to lose just because I'm tired of seeing them win. Like, It's dumb.
That's hate.
That's hate, right?
That's just hate.
But Tiffany just got here.
Yeah.
Like, literally, she just, like, Girls Trip was just,
I was
like...
about to say Girls Trip just happened.
It just happened.
Yeah, let Night School breathe a little bit. Let her do her thing.
Like, now she's, she kind of did one of those things when Girl Trip blew up. Then I started realizing she was in other movies.
She's like the black comedian of Cardi B.
Wow. But she writes her own material, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, Cardi B does her own Instagram material.
That's true.
She don't do her own.
People fell in love with her personality.
Cardi B is still Cardi B. She does that. The personality is the personality. That's her. That's her. I mean, her rap lyrics are another. That's a whole nother thing. That's Party. That's Partisan Fontaine.
Right.
But as far as the Cardi B that people want and love and like to throw a camera in her face and love to see every time she opens her mouth and does anything, that's her.
Yeah, I mean, we are in a position
and
where
I'm sure she'll be in movies soon, too.
We used to be in a position where, you know, when you and I was coming up, it was only like one black comedian. I mean, the comedian before you and our time, we grew up hearing about, no, I'm saying before our time, we grew up hearing about Richard Pryor.
Oh, yeah.
And then, you know, it was Eddie Murphy. And then it was Martin as far as when we came of age, you know, then Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, Chris Rock in between there, too.
Right. Well, Chris Rock has kind of always been steady, but now we seem to be
at Bernie Mac. You still had them.
But now we're at a place, I think it's like we you got Lil Rel, you got Carmichael, you got
a lot more platforms.
Yeah, and Katt Williams was just hating on all of them, calling them ugly and said Hollywood only will want you. You know, Hollywood want these guys that no woman would date. I mean, what woman wanted to date Katt Williams if he wasn't popping with money? He's like 4 foot. I mean, he's not as tall as Kevin Hart, is he?
I don't know.
I mean, he's a pimp. I think the pimp thing, I don't think he was acting, to be 100 with you. I think it was pretty accurate.
Kev would definitely trash Kevin Hart. Kev would definitely trash Katt Williams in a fight, though.
You think so?
I know so.
See, I just don't think Katt will fight fair. Like, I think Katt will have like a knife hitting. I think Katt would get a gun. Like, I just don't think
Philly. Who told you he gonna fight fair either?
Kev can box. I mean, I think Kev can box because that's what Philly dudes rap. They grow beard, they box, and they rap.
They grow beards, they box,
and they rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do out in Philly. They grow beards, they box, and they rap.
And
you know what I mean?
Steaks.
And they eat cheesesteaks. So I definitely think Kev got them hands.
But not from Max's and Pat's. I mean, not from Pat's and Geno's. They go to Max's. They don't go to Pat's and Geno's.
I just don't think that Katt Williams will actually fight fair. That's how I'm looking at it. I think he's the kind of person, you hit him, you knuckle up like twice, all of a sudden he gonna pull out a knife. He almost didn't want to fight fair against that 12th, what was that sixth grader? Mm-hmm. That giant sixth grader that he had trouble with that was tossing him up a little bit.
Oh yeah, he had trouble with the sixth grader. He definitely ain't gonna be able to deal with Kev.
No, he's not, man. Hey, Tiffany Haddish is here to stay, man. We should get off that, man. Let her breathe some. Like you said, she's actually just now doing her thing. Let her breathe.